It's the biggest IPO of the year. First Data raised $2.56 billion in its offering last night, and the payments technology is trading here on the New York Stock Exchange. I'm joined by President Guy Chiarello, who can tell me a little bit more about why they're going public right now. So this isn't the first time First Data was a public company. They were public for many years, and then there was an LBO in 2007. Why are you going public again?
Well, I think it's time to return to the public markets. About 15 months ago, we raised $3.5 billion in private equity. We thought today we would get in the $3 billion range, and the whole idea is to pay down debt on a continuous basis. In 2016, we've got a very surgical approach to refinance a lot more debt at a favorable interest rate to us, which will free up a lot of cash flow. And it begins to position us in the long term as a company that can really continue to invest and operate in a market regardless of the external factors.
And what's different about First Data today than the company that public investors saw 8 years ago?
You know, there's a wholesale transformation. I would say there's an entirely new management team. There's a series of innovation and products that are very different than what you saw before. Our customer base is strong, growing every day. Most of the large financial institutions we have long-term contracts with, the small to medium-sized businesses is growing every day. It's a much more global company, but the big thing is that we are now innovating with scale distribution alongside of us, and that's the real differentiating factor in the marketplace. That innovation at scale is something that other people can't do.
And it's a competitive landscape. Just last night, Square revealed its IPO filing. There's a lot of innovation happening out of Silicon Valley right now. How are you going to retain your competitive edge?
You know, what's ironic is that we think about ourselves as Silicon Valley too at this point. We've done 5 acquisitions, 4 of them out of Silicon Valley. We've got 3 startups within the company around business intelligence, security, and a series of other product sets that go with it. And over 250 engineers in Silicon Valley. So we think like Silicon Valley. Actually, one of the dilemmas is that the innovation runs a little bit quicker than consumer adoption. So some of our issues are really just trying to figure out how to bundle and package solutions for our 6 million merchants today and our 4,000 banks in a way that they can absorb it very easily and in a digestible way.
Do you expect to make more acquisitions, and what kind of companies would you buy?
I don't think we're going to make large-scale acquisitions. We're going to continue to enhance our capabilities. We want to make sure that if a new business starts up, everything that they need from a digital perspective is in place. We focused on digital gift cards as a whole new business sector, and we think that will be a big distribution. We think data is a key business. 74 billion transactions, 1.7 trillion flows through our veins a year. We know more about what's happening in the U.S. economy, zip code by zip code, merchant by merchant, and giving that information back to our customers has been, really a valuable thing.
All right, well, good luck. It's a public company. That was Guy Chiarello, president of First Data from the New York Stock Exchange. This is Katie Rue for TechCrunch.